Okay, so we're gonna queue in for Matoya's Relic. This will be the first time through. We have a couple lovely friends with us. And we're gonna give it a go. I don't know anything about it. I don't know the mechanics. I have only seen the sort of release art that they did for it. This is not what I expected. I love it. Oh, it's very cute and good. Frogos of all different colors.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients.
Okay.
Listen well to what the Pirogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Okay. Okay. So is it non-linear? Maybe we have to follow the pathways they tell us or something? That would be super cool. I would love that. Okay, so first thing first, we need to harvest some clay. Okay, so we don't have to like pick, but we're gonna go through an earthy portal. Just letting everybody know really quick. Let me know if I need to be aware of anything. Please follow me, Ribbit, and put down any pests that bar the way. All right. Relict werewood. X-ray. The music is really fun. I do really like it. It feels very like Ghibli-esque, which I am all about, to be completely honest. It's funny because a lot of these mobs remind me almost of like a mash-up of the like pixie Lydra Luran sort of like area in the dungeon that we have there, as well as some of the different enemies that we've seen before in the actual sort of Sherlion stuff with like the library, Great Google Library. Allow me to assist you with the gap. Whee! And there's a little bit of anti-tower in there. That's fun. I did not imagine the place would be so infested. Ribbit. All the frog accents are just gonna get all kinds of mixed around while we run this. There is no helping that. Alright, we fine so far. It's not too hard hitting. Even with Kumi, aka Fab, doing some bigger pulls here. It's not as spicy as it has been tonight. Sonny of Ziggy! Oh my gosh, look at him! I got so excited, I jumped in the air. I love it. Amazing. The clay is just across the way. But you'll need to deal with the mudmen first. Ribbit. Okay. A little bit of a mudman. Oh, these kind of look like gigantic. Oh my gosh, what is that chocolate? There's the chocolate that, they're like chocolate balls. That's what those look like. I'm guessing they'll probably roll across the arena at some point. Holy cow, Hard Rock is a tank buster. Petrified Pete. Okay, so a little bit there like, is it the hard mode of St. Moist-chan? Intriguing. And now those are sort of whirlwinds, and these are mud tethers. So are the puddles going to jump to where we are? Interesting. Oh, I have to get it sucked into the vortex. I see, but it will always jump across. Oh, this is gonna be a little rough. This way, this way, this way. It didn't go. Okay, it did go in. It did go in. That's a fun mechanic. I like that. sort of gives you a different way to perceive the space and like what you're doing with that. Hard rock again, so we'll see how hard this hits. It's not as bad when it's landing on an actual tank with appropriate cooldowns. Petrified Peak. So this is probably going to be the same sort of deal, except this time there's an angry there's angry mudmen in all of them. And there's only one. There's only one. It seems like I don't want this to get pulled in by that guy, but I do need to shift a little. Because I'm guessing that if you move it to one of those guys, then they will like get mad and then throw it. That didn't go in. I thought it would. We'll see if this does. It's not gonna do it. Okay. All right. Thankfully, though, that does just leave you if you miss it too many times. But does it? Okay, it doesn't leave like an effect around the edge of the arena that you then have to deal with. Now, if this was like a savage 4-man, it definitely would. Trying to deal with that sort of momentum of the orb is something we haven't really seen in the game. I tried to compensate by moving it over a little bit so that then I would be in a better trajectory for it, but not even that was enough. So I think I almost need to take it like opposite first. I don't want to like drop this on you, but I need to like take it opposite first and then oh, I went into one. We're good. There was one on the other side. Oh, but it'll run through your allies. Oh, okay. I see. So it literally creates like a line across the arena that can hit your allies. That's really fun, actually. I actually really like that. And then it does look like it is the sort of dyeable, is it the Vopertite set? One of the ones that we had from Shadowbringers. A lot of people were kind of guessing with that image, and we talked about it a little bit on Aetheryte Radio since they hadn't shown a unique gear set for this dungeon. And they did show some of the like party members in that sort of gear from Shadowbringers. All right. This room is so cool. It looks like we'll be down there for the final battle. Because that's a boss arena. We can see the purple portal. You know what I mean? It will be my pleasure to show you to the Clearnote Cauldron Ribbit. Please use this portal. For your own safety, I ask that you stay close to me. This is a good little one. So there's different cauldrons in each of these areas that maybe have different elemental aspects. That's fun. And the music. I can't get enough of it. It also has a little bit of the like, kind of Fantasia, Mickey Mouse sort of feel, which is neat. A little of that like Disney element. Okay. Oh, I thought I saw, yeah. Oh, you can't go through there. It's just a doorway. Oh, that's fun. Oh my gosh. It's been a little while since we had like a dungeon that had drops that would actually kind of like take you down. Alright, since we're gonna have some aggro because that heal over time, I'm gonna run in the middle and I'm gonna hit a holy. And there's cave boys down here. This is, like, these mobs definitely draw from the sort of actual region around Idleshire, which is neat. There's a lot of thought that kind of went into each of these different levels, and I love that it's an all-new setting. Like, all of this stuff is all new. That's so cool. Down there looks like the platform we're gonna be going to. I love it. Oh, I guess, okay, we're fine. I was like, wait, should I have? Some gear is now relevant. This stuff, probably on my rating may not quite so much, but there have been a few things this time around that they announced with a bug that like allowed for the affixing of more materia than usual for certain gear. So some of the best in slot is a little bit different than past tiers this go around, so I definitely take a look at it if anybody hasn't yet. There might actually be something from this, but I don't think there is, at least from my healer. I could be wrong though. I don't have the information in front of me. Little blue friend. Here we go. My gosh, her workshop is crazy. This place is huge. I sense some mischievous presence, Ribbit. Please take care. Mixie. Here's our water element embodiment. I also like that the floor tiles have a little bit, they got a little bit of water on them. Makes me think that we'll probably see some sort of like geyser effect, which is unfortunate because I hated that effect in the one dungeon with the frogman. Just a little sad, I'll be just a little sad. Okay. Crash smash! Even a playful title there. So we have 4 tethers on the tank. Oh! Oh, it makes almost like projectiles there. Interesting. Now those are lit up, but the top one isn't. So I'm gonna try and go top and see what happens. It was a good move, it turns out. The little Nixie actually has some interesting dialogue and what? Oh, fun! Oh, this is cool! Oh, I think I need to go this way. There we go. Oh my gosh, I love that they're playing with arena levels here, and that we have sort of different, you know, elevations in the fight and things that are just kind of making it more than so. That's one big toilet! This is, I'm digging it. I'm loving it. I'm loving the visuals. I'm loving the spirit. Okay. A telltale roar warns you of surging water. So we just spread. Crash smash again. Okay, so now we need to spread these but not get hit by the icicles. Oh, careful, Steven. Wah. We've got more room than I thought there. Shower power. Splish splash. Oh, these are so cute. The ability names are so adorable. I love it. Okay, what do we got? Archer, bard, machinist, dancer. I do actually like these. I might greet those. Now let me just really fast take a look. 485. Yeah. They do have 2 slots though. Okay. This whole place is very good. I'm also super glad that like exploratory mode exists now, so that we can actually go back and look through some of these environments and take screenshots and things, because these are really, really nice. I really like them. And like this whole area, oh, I hope we get some of these housing items too. It looks like more Charlian stuff, but like the little like set there, oh, that's so good. Okay, all right, I'm coming. I'm a-coming. Off we go, Ribbit. Please, try not to fall behind. This one gets a deeper voice. The, oh my God. Oh, this is wild! This is wild! This does look like part of it is maybe reused from Soma All Hard? Relict Licorice. And Flan! They actually have some of the same enemies here too, though. That's fun. I mean, technically, this is sort of part of the, it's like Hinterland's Forelands, right? Dravanian lands. So having it actually kind of look like some of the, you know, like lava stuff that we saw there with the journey down, the descent into Somal, isn't geographically, like, out of line. And some of the enemies are actually the same from that too, which is neat. But I do love that they've put this kind of like wacky, almost paint-like effect, or like the sheen on oil, but it looks very much like a whole bunch of different, maybe magical flames too, right? Because flame can sort of take on a green or a blue quality. It's just very, it's very trippy. It's very trippy and very good. I'm loving it. And over there you can see like parts of the workshop still going. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Get these guys. Ooh, run ahead. And these guys. I always like the Phobads. I don't know if their name is like a reference to something in particular, but every time I just imagine them being like super nerdy, but trying to make some kind of pun about how they're like so bad, but they're so bad. And some pudding. Oh, I'm just gonna want dessert after this. That's the biggest problem. Okay. Molten Phobad! The biggest nerd of them all! But that looks like that's the arena up ahead. And the kind of canister above it is intriguing. Does that drop on us at some point, like a cage? I also see like little statues, which make me think a bit of, you know, like in previous bosses, we've had maybe statues in the arena when there's some kind of tether effect that you might have to like move onto those, either to like absorb the damage or like stand behind them while you sort of weather the damage, or use them to destroy certain things but not others, which is kind of interesting. What a fiery battle that was. And I don't mean the magma. Your destination, it awaits. It's Burorogo the Tepid is his full name. It's a forge! Oh, does that drop down and then create a platform? Where's this taking us? See, like, this is fun. This is fun. Okay. Maybe that is the platform that this is on? Like the cauldron? Maybe it's like the heat, the flame that rises up underneath. It's interesting that we didn't have a boss in that way though. But maybe like the boss comes out of the furnace in this one because there are some steps there.
Right then. Let's get this over with.
A little bit of like a Calcifer kind of thing where you have to like work with the fire. Oh my god! Oh! Nope, it's the Queen Porksy! Oh, she angry.
Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
She angry. Matoya's like, no, I don't know. Just go deal with her, I guess. Mother Porksy! Porcine porcelain. Please, please tell me there's a minion of her. I am going to lose it if there's not. She's so funny and cute. I love it. Oh, it's like a little hot pot table. Oh my gosh, everything's adorable. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so fun. And there's like a real sense of discovery in this. You know, it feels like a real journey and, you know, things we haven't seen before, which I like. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. I believe. I believe. She's so magnificent. Look at her beautiful flowing ears. And her lovely pearl necklace. Okay, I'm ready. Alright, let's see how well you handle the big girl. How much you want to bet Matoya put a little bit of mischief in there just to, like, test us a little bit, just to keep us on our toes. Man, I would... Okay, we need to be thrown back into that circle, I'm guessing. Wonder if anti-knockback works on this one. Okay, so if you line up right at the wall, it does work, and that's okay. All right! So far, so good. Got a little bit of a meteor, so we'll go over here. I do love that the whole time the cauldron stays open. Like, that's a neat little touch there. She's still over there. Oh. Oh. Oh! And you can't use anti-knockback during this part. Okay. Alright, alright. So that constantly sort of supplies a force you have to move in opposition to. And then, if you use auto run actually in that bit, it's not that bad. And then you have to sort of navigate your way around. Mincemeat! Let's get her focused. This dungeon has a really, like, fun, playful air. I like that. It feels very distinctive, you know? And it feels appropriate. She's hidden herself. Find her quickly, or you'll be in for worlds of pain. Do we have to burn that, it seems like? But is it the kind of thing where... Oh! Oh my god! Oh my god, wait! No! No! Okay, that's time! That's fun! I like that. The idea that, like, popping you up to a different elevation would then give you, like, an indicator of something in the fight, and then when you return to the ground, you have to, like, know what that's gonna be. I like that. That's neat. I would have liked, I mean, I guess it makes sense, like, with it being the set and stuff and the, you know, dungeon music, you know, like, being the sort of Shadowbringers themes. But it does feel like this last fight could have, you know, had its own, even if it was just, like, the regular dungeon music, it does feel like the sort of, like, major theme of the dungeon would have been more fun than the, like, really intense Light Warden tunes. Tenderloin. I know several birds that undoubtedly were so happy. You must have been so happy because of all the puns. I might not be a pun master, but I know plenty of people who are. Lots of people on Twitch in particular. We did it! There it is! There it is! Sorry, little lady. Sorry, my queen. Take a little snooze. Just take a little snooze. We'll come back to it. Hey, and the healing tunic dropped. I'll take that dyeable version. I don't mind if I do. It's not super Valka in style, but you know, I like to hoard pieces of gear. Let's see real quick how it looks. You know, I might actually be super kind. Me? What? Oh, only the top of it dies. Interesting. Huh. Huh. I'm asking Fab. Fab, do you want that? I don't technically need it. It doesn't totally fit Valka. I know that I think Fab has liked that one. Okay, you already got it? Alright, then I'll go ahead and take it. Alright, there's that. Actually, really quick. Can you disband from within a dungeon? No, I think it'll take us out of the instance. That's alright. Sometimes the sound of people leaving interrupts my next major cutscenes. Well, here we are once again. We made it. She's so like her little Phoebes. I love her.
There we are. Quite tame.
She chill now.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
They just gave their ether. Can we give our ether this time around? They are made of, they're wisps of paper. They're Elysian wisps of paper on the breeze. They're gonna blow away. I guess they have technically rested at this point. I just feel bad. I'm like, let me help. I've got so much aether, I don't know what to do with it. I guess though that if you are doing one of the more like physical combat classes, leaving it up to the players to determine how much aether they have, I guess it makes sense. I just want whatever spell effects he is rocking right now. They're so good. I'm a little bit concerned about mega powering this Borxy Queen up. If she gets any more nonsense in her head, it's gonna be trouble.
That should suffice.
Also, we need to go ahead and tuck Graha Tia into a bed for like the next week. Bring him some tea.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some proxies. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy.
Is it my turn? Oh no.
A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say.
Oh, that's cute. She doesn't totally hate it. You know she doesn't. Please be careful. Please be careful and know your limits. She sneezes them out.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Our very own litter of Angelos.
Look at our babies. We made those.
And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the mother Porksy with additional ether.
You've done it. By Jove, we've done it.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work.
Everyone needs
but
a
a
moment.
damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Glad I could be here to cheer everybody on and, you know, fight some stuff.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
I mean, this really is this is a world changer, right? I mean, it's wild thinking about how much this constant, ever-present fear of primals has plagued the Source. And to the very point that even Garlemald was using it as like a basis of their doctrine for or their reasoning, their rationale for invading. Like, this is going to be really big, even if it doesn't feel like super massive scale. It's going to be huge.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
I'm super rested, but thanks for thinking of me. I'm
To
so
the
fresh.
Porksies, I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
Oh my god. The
If I said
sass is
yes,
so great.
would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Now you know where she got the little son. You know where she got that sass from.
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Even the kind of like drape of her shawl matches the sort of drape of her outfit. I don't know how I never noticed that. I love that they kind of, even if subconsciously, she kind of worked that into the design of her garments. There's a lot of little details, and the purple and black scheme, obviously. Here, I don't know if continuity's too big of a thing. You know, it's fine. We just got out of the dungeon. Thank you so much to everybody who joined us. I just sort of quickly tagged in some fam. Like, who wants to run it? Let's see what everybody has to say. Forgive me if this is a silly question, but of all creatures real and imagined, why choose a flying pig? Not that I dislike pigs, mind you. Gra's like, I'm just like a new fresh baby boy and I don't understand anything that's happening. Never mind the fact that he did live. I keep forgetting that it's not like he was born out of the crystal tower, stepped out fully formed and adorable, a good boy. Like, he lived a life before he got put in there. It just feels like his real life began when he became Rock Candy Man, you know? It just feels like that. Given it was her first time making a porksy, Master Matoya did a fine job, though she did have Angelo for inspiration. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Ishtola. They are peas as in a pod, are they not? they are peas as in a pod. Welcome back to day 2 of filming with Rook, where reading is still just as difficult as always. And we all do our bests. That's all we can ask at this point in quarantine. They are peas as in a pod, they are not? Yes, yes? Okay, here we go, take 2. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with Ishtola. They are as peas in a pod, are they not? Sure. Like master, like pupil. It is nice that you can do this with trusts, which are great. I don't know how they would do this with the old dungeons, right? But if at some point they made it so that retroactively you could go do all the old dungeons with trusts, that would be really nice. Or, you know, I don't know, they could do different NPCs from different eras of the game. It would just take a lot to do that. Well then, my friends, let us return to Limsa Lominsa and deliver the good news to the Admiral. A word to the officer in Bulwark Hall should be sufficient to secure us an audience. The Admiral's resolve. I mean, it's been a hot second since we really got to hang out here with Merle V, but I'm ready. I'm ready to go running right into those strong, powerful pirate arms, you know what I mean? Like, that's really my happy place. I was recently called out on Twitch for being too thirsty. And I am having to rethink some life decisions because it might be true. It could be true. It might be who I am. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep embracing it because I think we all need a little more hydration in our lives, you know? I'm just saying. We just all do. Whatever it is, we all need a little bit more, you know? Has he just not loaded in yet? Or is there really not a man that stands there? I thought for sure, there he is! I'm over here like... Have I been living a lie? What? Wait... It says to go, this is the lift, right? How many times have I run this way? Oh, Valka, is ever a welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? Well, she's presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she'll make an exception. Follow me. Xantheil's really, I got to have a little fun. It's not just generic fantasy British accent anymore. We're making it a little spicier. Oh, there's my girl. Oh my god, what voice am I gonna give her? Hopefully she's just voice, because I could never do her justice. That's a good hat. I'm having so many feelings. God, her face is, ugh. It's just like it's chiseled from stone. You know what I mean? It's just like it's chiseled from stone. And her hair is fierce like wolf's fur. She's just so powerful. I mean, we're both powerful women here, let's be real, but I just feel intimidated inside. Okay. All right, what am I gonna do for Merle Veeb's voice? This is gonna be really hard on me. It's gotta be perfect, it has to be flawless. We'll try a few things. Nope, that one's wrong. Immediately, we started out on the wrong foot. I'm too nervous. My friends, what brings you here this day? She's got like a little crackle to her voice, I think, if I remember correctly. I think she also has a little bit of the fantasy British accent. Final Fantasy British accent 14. There's just been a lot of fun interpretive hand dancing this time around. Is this true? By the Navigator. A cure for tempering. I don't know if this does her justice. I might change it. I might change it later, but we'll see. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it. Here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks, truly. This will do much to advance the cause of peace. Yet, I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastmen. Bah! Even to speak thus divides us. Everyone is just a person. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation between our peoples. For those summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict, they are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. I'm getting there, I'm finding her just little bit by little bit. 'Twas I who moved that the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores some 7 centuries past, we Lominsans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history has been one of nigh constant territorial squabbling. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer. A matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. With survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight. And so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak. I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. I had a little flair in there. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again, and again, and again. And I thought it high time that I followed suit. Hence, my proposal to the Alliance Council. But no sooner did I reach out to our neighbors in Vilbrins than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye. Acting through a friendly faction among the kobolds, we had intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the 3 pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would founder without them. I'm given to understand their leader, Captain Hilfir, has been bedridden for some time with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sickard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. He's a little bitch. I don't know why. But I just have this feeling that that is what's coming. It's just something about Merlveeb's energy. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's really proud and really strong and really true. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We have invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. Merlveeb's accent's going all over the place while I try to channel her just potent energy, her strong step-on-me power. I have asked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motive. Sorry. Take 2. I have tasked the Yellow Jackets and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they have learned not of any value. Leave it to us. We got you, girl. We'll do it. We'll learn some stuff. We'll do some things. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this sickard wants, we'll find out. We're good at sniffing around for true facts. Truly. Well, I would be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. I'm getting there. Oh, I'm getting there. Merle's so close. And then, of course, we're going to get an actually voiced cutscene with her, and it's going to be so far off of anything I've attempted. But in my heart, I'll know that we'll have channeled just the true power. Kind of like when you do a summoning, you know, I assume as a summoner, like you summon Bahamut, except that right now I'm just summoning the essence of Merleveeb to like live within me. And, you know, I'm just hoping that I prove strong enough to handle it. Because I might not. I might need to level up a little bit longer before I unlock this skill. The Admiral's right. The cause of the conflict needs to be addressed. We'll do what we can to ease the way. Nope, no, we got a little bit of Merleveeb coming in. Hold up. We'll do what we can to ease the way, but it ultimately falls to the Lamizins to make peace with their neighbors. I know not of this city, save what I've read or heard in passing. So, in this matter, I will follow your lead. It's nice to get a little more Lamizin lore. I think they've been doing a great job kind of filling in some of the gaps of lore that we still had. I mean, we've known a lot about the city-states, but as far as like, you know, we've seen with the Sultana and Ul'dah a bit more of the inner workings with the Syndicate, with the people there. We've seen a lot of that. With Gridania, because there was so much there with the Seedseer as well. I mean, we've been in, we've learned a little bit, we've seen more. And here, obviously, we had some preliminary quest stuff, but I feel like in Laminsa, we haven't really gotten as much of a strong sense of the powers that be, if you will, right? Like, we know Merleveeb is here, we know there's pirates, but we don't necessarily have, like, a lot of details that have sort of been provided outside of just, like, lore snippets or little side questy things as to, like, the real structures and powers that are sort of at play. So I think this was a really perfect opportunity to reconcile some of the Beastmen stuff and give us a little bit more of a look at the actual sort of, like, governing force of Limsa Lominsa, which is just nice to see, honestly. I mean, the Seedseer, the Wood Whalers, the Syndicate, Ul'dah, you know, there's so much there that we already have, but this is definitely some nice new stuff, as well as things with, like, the Duskwights last patch, with the supplementary side quests with the weapons and things. Like, there's been some pretty good lore up in here, so that's always appreciated. By way of a first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Someone must know this Sickard. If you could approach the pirates, Valka, well, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. All right. I'll go deal with the pirates. It's fine. It's good. I can handle this. Up we go. Gosh, it would be... Oh, it's like actually up. It's actually up we go. It would be nice at some point to get some more... Oh, hold on, I gotta go this way. It's this boy! Take me upstairs to the Drowning Wench. It would be nice if at some point, here's the second half of that thought that I started like 5 times. It would be nice if at some point we did have a... like more housing items or more themes or... kind of an evolution of each of the city-states, whether it was just like in-game or it was, you know, items and stuff that we got to see, or some new Grand Company sets. Oh my gosh, would I kill for like a new themed Grand Company set that you had to work really hard to get, even if they did something where you had to do like a combination of trusts and, you know, your sort of squadron missions or whatever. I mean, it's fine. They are their own unique castle, but it would be great to have some more now that we're kind of returning back, touching base back on the source again, it'd be nice to have some evolution in some of the items and aesthetic and, you know, the cities themselves, which we're getting with the kind of story here with the Beastmen, but it'd be great to even see some of that reflected over time in the game, where it actually seemed like the world was a different place than when we started. East up this way. Oh, Carvalane is cool. I like the strong /lean emote energy. Curious about Sickhead, are you? As am I, my friend. As am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. How much you want to bet it's just a Sahi running around like a big dingle, but not actually a Sahi fanny pack? The fanny pack Asahi wombo combo that none of us wanted. Quite how he achieved this is a matter of some debate. As you know, the Thalassocracy, the Thimblesticks permits us to attack only Guardian. I can't do this, hold on. Thalassocracy? Democracy, Thalassocracy. The Thalassocracy. Thalassocracy. How much you want to bet? The thimble crack permits us to speak. Alright. As you know, I'm sorry, I'm very serious professional voice actress. Here we go. As you know, the Thalassocracy, nailed it first try, permits us to attack only Garlean vessels. Yet, these have all but vanished from the sea since the Empire turned in upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have taken to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I cannot imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whatever their secret, they are not like to share with their rivals, but mayhap you will have more luck. Okay. Thalassocracy. Thalassocracy. It sounds like sounds like a dinosaur. It sounds like a really exciting new type of dinosaur. Thalassosaurus. Oh my, can we go all the way back down? Let's use the Aetherite. Let's use the power of Aether travel. Wrong. Let's remember how to navigate cities. We are going down here to the Aft Castle. And then back over again. I need some kind of really exciting theme music or something to play whenever we're loading, especially because I have noticed that with the patch there have been longer load times because I think there's a lot of people on the servers. And then I had with the Eden lobby, so the sort of unique instance that you go into there, I think there were so many people trying to do the cutscenes there day one on Tuesday. Anytime I was trying to do the cutscenes to unlock for Savage that night, it kept crashing and booting me out, crashing and booting me out. So there's definitely been a little, there's been a little bit of shenaniganery. But so far I haven't experienced any like major bugs, glitches, etc. that have, I don't know, made it impossible to progress. I ended up leaving that version of the empty, coming back, restarting my computer, and it worked, so whatever did it, who knows? Okay, they're down here. It's been a long time since I had any reason to come into this little room. This is kind of fun. Got some fun pirates in here. This seems like this would be this total tangent. This seems like this would be a nice place if you were trying to not do as public of an RP at a tavern in Limsa. Maybe a good option. Captain Roswin's led the Sanguine Sirens to the top of the food chain, Aaron Limsa. You want to join the meanest crew on the sea? Then you best bloody your cutlass and thicken your hide. Hey? You want to know about Sickard? Yeah, he's a wily bugger is what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Minskite's place at Old Hillfield side. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone, and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet. What with that jumped-up bilge-rat sickard leading the juiciest to, whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats from the fishbacks and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters as can't sail on account getting old or wounded or with child, and they cook it up and sell it for a pretty profit. Simple. Rosman, you are my new hero. Rosman is my new hero of this patch. Now, Abroka, I do want to say the lipstick's a little strong. Look, it's an aesthetic, right? But you might want to tone it down just like a small amount, just a little bit. But Roswin, killing it, nailing it. Everything you do is perfection. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong. But when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, oh, a life of peace and quiet ain't all that bad. She cool though. But she cool though. Whole bunch of lady pirates that then just take care of each other as though they're in some kind of like, just, I don't know, massive family for the rest of their lives. Sign me up. I just had a boring, regular upraising, single mom. But I could have had 50 pirate moms. And 50 pirate brothers and sisters. Children to run around with me. It would have been far superior. I'm feeling pretty ripped off right about now. Okay, down we go. Anybody else always get confused by the by the elevations? Every time. I'm just like, wait, hold on a minute. Hold up. Can we just take there? Just lift attendant. Take me down. I think that's where we're going. I'm kind of waiting for things to just pick up here. We've had some like high points this patch, but again, because it is set up and not wrap up like 5.4 was, it has definitely felt slower in pace, and yet we haven't seen anything with like the towers or any of that nonsense from the trailer. So I'm kind of just going like, when is everything going to explode and stuff just starts going completely crazy? Walking through the city, one would never suspect this was, until recently, a bastion of piracy. The Admiral is to be commended for overseeing so swift a transformation. As I went about making my inquiries, I chanced upon a shop that boasted a rather enticing selection of sweetmeats. Perhaps we could take one to Gabu? And... oh, sorry. Here we go. Take two again. As I went about making my inquiries, I chanced upon a shop that boasted a rather enticing selection of sweetmeats. Perhaps we could take Gabu and Graha there one day. I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? So, just as their imperial prey began to disappear, Sickard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before. There's a siren going by, hold on. I'm just taking a little break and staring into each other's eyes. How's it going? Let's have a little check-in. A little friend check-in. A bird fam check-in. How you doing? I hope you're taking care of yourself. Be kind. Be patient. Be understanding. It's been a long year. There we go. It's passed. Here we go. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to a tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before, but no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they are coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbour Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries on Harker's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline. A sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hoary Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and Sahagin lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we have no hard evidence as yet, we must investigate further. Agreed. So, how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. And here they are! I cooked you sausage and sauerkraut! What is just Moors? Oh, is it like lingonberry jam? Oh, that looks good though. Again, I have to pick. Here's the thing though. I have to pick the elegant silver piece, but I kind of want to take the cute food every time. They just all look so tasty and then I get hungry. I'll take a farmer's breakfast while I'm at it. Give me your money, small Ellison boy. The word thalassocracy is one big old word that they really want to put me through the ringer trying to do with an accent. So that one's going to be a fun one every time we say it. Thalassocracy. It's got to be thalassocracy, right? Okay, I'm leaving now.